Life is short, but most people only realize that when it's already too late. We grow up thinking we have time. Time to fix our mistakes, time to chase our dreams, time to become the person we want to be. But time is a liar. It moves quietly, slowly, until one day it doesn't. One day you look in the mirror and realize half of your life has already passed, and you barely lived any of it. So the question is simple. How do we live wisely? How do we live meaningfully? And how do we recognize when we're living the wrong way? To live wisely, the first thing you must learn is this. Stop pretending you'll be here forever. When you accept that your time is limited, you stop wasting it. You stop chasing people who don't care. You stop fighting for things that don't matter. You stop trying to impress a world that forgets you the moment you fall asleep. Living wisely means choosing what's real over what just looks good. It means saying no to noise so your life has room for meaning. It means protecting your peace more than you protect your reputation. It means learning to walk away, not because you're weak, but because you finally understand what deserves your energy. To live with meaning, you need something deeper. Not success, not fame, not the applause of strangers. You need purpose. Purpose is quiet. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention. It sits inside you, patiently, waiting for the day you stop running long enough to hear it. Meaning comes from building, not consuming, from giving, not taking, from becoming someone you're proud to meet at the end of your life. A meaningful life isn't built in one day. It's built in every small decision. What you read, who you listen to, what you tolerate, what you chase, what you sacrifice. But the hardest question of all is this. How do we know when we're living the wrong life? How do we know when we're lost? The signs are always there, but we ignore them. You know you're living wrongly when you wake up tired, even if you slept enough. Not tired in the body, tired in the soul. You know you're lost when every day feels the same, when you stop dreaming, when the things that used to excite you no longer make your heart move. You know you're off track when silence scares you, because you're afraid of meeting the person you've become. You know you're drifting when you stay busy, constantly busy, not because you're productive, but because you're running away from the emptiness inside. You know you're living wrongly when you keep buying things you don't need, just to feel something for a moment. When you scroll for hours because you're afraid of thinking. When you keep saying, I'll start tomorrow, even though you said the same thing yesterday and the day before. But there's one sign more important than all the others. You know you're lost when you're surviving, but not living. And here is the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Most people are lost. Most people are sleepwalking through their own life. Most people only wake up when something breaks, a relationship, a career, a dream, or their own health. But you don't have to wait for things to fall apart to begin again. You can choose to wake up today, to pause, to breathe, to look at your life honestly, even if it hurts. You can choose to become someone braver, someone who stops chasing approval, someone who stops living by default, someone who doesn't fear starting over, someone who knows that meaning is not found, it is built. Life is short, but it's long enough if you start living it now. So ask yourself, what would your life look like if you stopped waiting? If you stopped making excuses? If you stopped running away from yourself? If you finally did the things your heart has been whispering for years? You don't need a perfect plan. You just need a beginning, a single step, a small act of courage. Because life doesn't get better by accident. It gets better by awareness, by intention, by choices made with your eyes open. Life is short, but meaning is long, and every sunrise is a second chance to choose better. The real question is, will you?